love my world, and I love the nature and the beauty that I get to wake up to every day. And that is why I'm going to educate you on the dangers of global warming. First off, I would like to thank my audience for coming out. So my goal of this presentation is to educate you guys on the dangers of global warming and how it plays a big role in the future of our world. Our world may not be as beautiful today as it is for the next generation. And I think that that isn't right because of things that we are doing today as industries and companies and how we are hurting the world that we were given. Our climate has slowly been trending upward due to global warming. You're probably wondering why I'm interested in global warming, and that is because I had a teacher named Mr. Henrik who taught a global warming session, and I wasn't really a big believer in global warming. I didn't think it was a big problem, but after this, he really inspired me to pick up the global warming, get on the global warming bandwagon, and be more understanding of the dangers and such of global warming. So the basic scientific explanation of global warming is when greenhouse gases are released in our world and they float up to the atmosphere and get trapped. When the atmosphere gets so much of it, it gets clogged up and causes our temperatures to rise. When these temperatures rise, sea levels rise and glaciers, about 100 million year old glaciers begin to melt. I got those facts from ScienceDirect.com and EPA.com. So basically, the big problem with global warming is that we aren't doing anything to fix it. And I think that's the major problem involved with how bad it could become. Politicians and industry owners are the main victims of why global warming has got as bad as it is. Often what happens is industry owners will pay off these politicians to vote against global warming acts and different things of that sort. I got that fact through HuffingtonPost.com. These industries are mainly responsible for releasing carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide is what industries often use to create energy, and that's to make cars or phones or drills or anything like that. And I got that fact through GNGinstitute.com. So the industries are offering these politicians a lot of money to vote against these global warming bills, even though science proves that global warming is a problem and that it is an active destroyer of our Earth. I was very glad to hear when Barack Obama was president, he met with the United Nations, and when it was proposed a global warming act that would put a carbon monoxide tax on many of the large industries in the world, that's when people started paying attention to global warming and began standing up for it. Once Donald Trump became president, the carbon tax was taken away in the United States. The carbon tax was basically just a tax on the amount of carbon monoxide that was put into the atmosphere. And once you put so much up, then you began to start getting taxed major amounts. That's when companies began to go away from using so much carbon monoxide, and it was very beneficial, and there was even slight results being shown. That's what gets me to, is there really a solution? And basically the solution is just very, very long term, because we have basically been clogging up our atmosphere with greenhouse gases since the 1950s, when industries began to explode and need a reliable energy source. So I think that the main solution will be solar-powered energy stations. And basically, one of these stations it takes up about a mile. It's a building, and you need people to operate it, and it will supply energy for these factories and industries to not put carbon monoxide into the air. And Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is the main innovator for these buildings, and they cost a lot of taxpayer money and stuff like that. So it's really unknown if those will ever be a reliable way to get rid of global warming. And I got that fact through inversion.com. So basically, things that we can do to help limit the amount of global warming problems is we can eat more vegetables or eat less meat. Some major things that we can do are turn off our computers when we're not using them, turn off our lights before we leave the house. But the most important thing that I believe that people should begin to do is to educate more people about global warming and the dangers that come along with it. Because like I said in the beginning, I want our world to be as beautiful today as it is for our children. Thank you.